Hello, and welcome to another video. I have just a small size coaster mold, round, because I want to try to do those loopy loops that I'm kind of missing out on for some reason, and I'm not sure why. So I thought this time I'd use a smaller mold. So I've got here some Nic Pro, and I did 100 grams. 50A and 50B, and then I will put aside, I don't need that much, but since I have the resin, I'm going to put aside 20 grams for my white. So while that's closing in, I'll measure out my resin for 20 grams. It's just easier for me because then I can just count the number of drops. And then 20, should be enough for the number of loopy loops I want to do. So I thought I'd also, in the corner there, you'll see I've got some crushed green glass or glass bits. And I put some resin in there only so that it makes it easier. Oh, I've got so much resin left over. Gosh darn it. Oh well. So I'll just keep pouring here because obviously I don't have enough for the first layer. See if it goes in. And yep. So let me put this, as soon as it closes up, I will put in this in the center. And then today I'm using Picasso alcohol ink for my green, and I'm choosing emerald green. And then I'm doing TREX sunshine yellow on the outside. I thought I'd do a green and yellow. It's a dreary day today. Ooh! It's a dreary day today, so thought I'd cheer myself up with some bright colors. So here is the green crushed bits. I don't think it's glass, so, but it works just fine. Let me get this little piece out. And then I'm going to do two drops in the center. And then let it spread for a little bit for a minute. And while it does that, I'm going to put in my 2 drops of castincraft. 1, 2. So I did one video where I did use, I did the loopy loops, but it sort of, I don't know, the blooms weren't that great, and I'm thinking it could be the, the weather, like I mentioned in that video when I was doing it. Our weather was transitioning, so I'm going to put some more green, the same color, this way, sort of in between, that first ring and the second ring. Then I'm going to do the TREX Sunshine Yellow. And I think I'm going to go in between 2. That's pretty colors. Oops, did I miss this one? I did. Okay. So now I'm looking at my cup, and I've got 30 grams left. So this whole piece right now would have just needed 70 grams total. So guess what? I'm going to do some disc blooms. Okay. So my heat thermometer has run out of power. So I have to rely on my laser gun here. So I'm going to get this ready, but I want to wait a little bit because I don't think it's quite warm enough. And I'll come back to you for the loopy loops. Also, by the way, this design, I'm going to cut a little hole. This design is inspired by art by Nic. So I'm going to, go like this. Oh boy, didn't leave myself any room over there. Just going to make this a little bit wider. So I'm just going to do a bunch of loops. Oh boy. I'm not very centered, but oh well. Oh. That didn't turn out very well. So I'm just going to continue doing these loops, so watch as much or as little as you like. Now I did notice that Nic, her streams are very narrow, and I'm sure it's more than likely because of the resins, you know, that we're each using. Oops, did a bit too many loops there, but oh well. It's just fun to sort of do different shapes of petals, and some work better than others for me, and so I like to challenge myself if I'm not able to do something. Oh, my stomach's growling. I'm hungry. Let's see if I can do a teeny one here. Okay, I'll just continue on. Whoops. Oh. I admire those folks who can keep a steady hand throughout the entire process. I hope this blooms, because the width of my white is really narrow. So we shall see. And I'm sure the number of swirls or loops that you do will determine how the bloom turns out. I sure do like to go to the edge, don't I, of my mold. I just can't help myself. I always want to like stop short of it, but I keep going. So let's see. Should I add a little bit more here to sort of balance it out? Maybe not. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. So I'm going to torch, and then I'll come back to you when it's time to put a background. You know what? Can't help myself. I'm going to do a teeny ones here. I'm just that kind of girl, which is not the one where it says less is more. Mine is more. Okay. So let me get my, where's my, okay, here. I see a little bubble here. Let's see if I can get that out without disturbing my piece there. Oops. No, I can't. And I don't want to use my torch because it's at the edge of my mold. So gosh darn it, there'll be a bubble there. You know what I should have done is I always forget to go around. So I'm going to move this aside really gently. That's why I love putting that wax paper there. And then I'm going to get my disc bloom and then do some blooms to some music, and you can watch if you'd like. Okay, so the outside has bloomed. The inside, don't know if you can see, and I'm kind of worried about it. My stream was really thin, remember, and it didn't spread. So I'm hoping this black background that I'm going to put or pour in is going to be enough. So there's about 110 grams in here of just some Resiners epoxy with Let's Resin black pigment paste. So let's see if 110 is too much or too little. Oh my goodness, I think it's going to be just fine. Cool. Okay. All right. So I will just got a little bit left. It's fine. So I'm going to scrape the edges here so that hopefully I don't get bubbles. And I chose black because of the green and bright yellow. I thought a black would be a good one for a background. So that's what I'll do, and then I will see you for the unmolding. Okay, before I reveal what's underneath here, I thought I'd use this as a background and show you some of those disc blooms, how they turned out. And so what I'll do is put it in my little container of mini blooms, and when I'm ready to use them, I've got them ready. So I like this one. Very pretty. Alrighty, let me get these out of the way. Okay. All right, let's see if I did something cool. Oh, I do it this way with the Loopy loops. Okay, those are cute. Oh, cute, cute, cute. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, okay, not bad. So the center ones, you know, these inner ones obviously didn't spread, but what's nice is the black background. So this mold is really kind of old and used, so I might put a layer of resin on top just to sort of brighten it up a bit. But that didn't turn out too badly. Of Loopy loops, kind of like that. What do you think? Okay, so appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you next time.